What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It's your boy Blue. Hope you guys are having an amazing week. Today is a very, very special stream. We are going to be flying the American Airlines MD-80. This is a dedication and a salute to all the service from the MD-80. She will be retiring today. Today it marks her final flight. Yes, sir. Today we're flying from Dallas to Chicago, which is one of the MD-80's final flights with one of their final aircraft that's being retired. After that, I believe they'll be sending this baby to New Mexico, Roswell, for the aircraft graveyard. Yes, sir. MD-80 is being phased out. Yes, sir. And this flight we're doing today is actually already in air. They're already flying this flight. I believe it's American 80 or something like that. I think that's the name of the flight number. Taking off out of Dallas, flying to Chicago today. So we're gonna be mimicking that flight. And let's get started. If you want to fly with us, we are on VATSIM today. Call sign is actually American 116. If you want to join us, there's already a few other people. Actually, there's a lot of people in Dallas already. I was getting ready for today's flight, and I noticed that I wasn't the only one with the idea of doing this flight. So it was pretty cool, pretty darn cool. And but yes, Tripex, good to see you, man. Martin Lee, good to see you. I'm doing very well, man. Thanks for asking. Zulu, Yusuf, good to see you, man. Bristol Aviation, Lisa Fortnite, XDR42 NVS, Raven, Yoshi Coder, all you guys, thank you so much for joining us. This was pretty much a last minute decision for me to do this flight. I originally was gonna try doing like a kind of a dedication video to the MD-80, but like as a pre-recording, and it failed. It failed horribly. It did just bad. It was bad. So I was like, you know what? Since I got to redo the flight anyways, why don't I just do a live stream? So it's about an hour. It's about a two-hour flight. It's a bit longer than I usually would do. So that's why we need to hurry up and get the aircraft started. So again, we are on VATSIM. You are free to load in at Dallas Fort Worth Kilo Delta Foxtrot Whiskey, and it's actually not too far from my hometown. So all right, to start this baby up, we'll get the battery powered on, and then I actually have a checklist on my phone because I haven't flown this plane in so long. I had to go back and watch the tutorial on how to fly it. All right, so we'll do start pump. Wait, that's not right. Yeah, battery, and after the battery. Ah, wow, I'm already forgotten. I've done. Oh, start pump. All right, here it is over here. Hopefully you guys can see all right. Start pump, and then we'll turn the APU on, which is going to be over here right above the battery pack. Down to start. I'm going to hold that down for a couple seconds, and I will see the APU percentage beginning to rise right here, and then momentarily we'll see the EGT coming up here, and then the APU will turn on. Tripix, how do you play X-Plane multiplayer? You need to have a third-party add-on like VATSIM, IVAO, or Pilot Edge. There may be some other ones now that you can use, but we're on VATSIM today. And see you next time, though. Thanks for stopping by, bro. Captain Sign, what's up, man? Good to see you. I do not believe we'll have ATC. It looks like there's ATC currently down. Houston Center is on, but Fort Worth Center is not. So we won't have ATC, at least for the moment. Let's go ahead and start getting this thing aligned because it takes a bit of time to get the aircraft aligned while waiting for the APU to get started. There it is. We have APU power. I'm going to turn the APU buses on, as well as APU bleed. And then we'll turn the galley power on. And yes, I keep looking to my notes because I keep forgetting how to do it. And emergency light's gonna go to armed. That's too far. Armed. Smoking signs. Seatbelt signs. I have been wanting to fly this plane, honestly, for a very long time. And finally got an excuse to get up here. Let's turn some lights on. Not gonna help us too much in this case, but hopefully we won't be staring at this for too long. Elephant's good to see me. Well, good to see you. And let's see what else we got next. Emergency lights, anti-ice and anti-fog. Next we'll go to, we can do our test if we like, which are on the top right. Here's stall test.
Stall.
And we got the, not sure what that test is. What up, Kill Knee Girls? Welcome to the stream, man. Turn the logo lights on.
Overspeed.
Max speed warning. And we'll turn the yaw damper on while we're up here. And then after that, we'll get the air supply on, which is going to be our packs. And again, I apologize, you can't really see. Like, it's very dark. Again, we're actually flying the Rotate MD-80, by the way. I heard that they were working on on an update to this thing, but I don't know when that's coming. But this is not the default MD-88 from X-Plane. This is the Rotate MD-80. And I really do actually recommend it if you are into this type of aircraft. All right, air supply is on. Let's do one last thing down here. We're going to turn the... I don't even know what these are. I just know they have to be on. That's all I know. And panel lighting for down here. You can actually hear that the lighting. That's the light. You can hear the air coming on. All right, let's go down to the. Let's actually hide this yoke so we can see the screen. And we actually have to turn here to get the bottom screen on, and then the top screen for the PFD. And then we'll go ahead and turn on the FMC and get our position aligned. All right, so again, we're flying from Dallas Fort Worth, KDFW. Beautiful. Routes. And actually, let's go up top real quick. Make sure that's aligning. BH Nova, when am I going to do infinite flight? Not this week. I don't know, but not this week. So just don't ask again, please. Danish Games, what's up, man? Good to see you. All right, so altimeter I believe is 3008. We'll double check on that a little bit later. And now that is working, let's go back down to our FMC, and our destination today is Chicago, KORD. And again, I want to speed through this process because we don't have our flight is not really short today. Danish coming through with another super chat donation, bro. Appreciate that, man. Big thanks, man. I really do appreciate that. Try me, what's up, man? I believe we can't activate. Oh, we can. Oh, we can't execute until the IRS finishes aligning, so that's fine. All right, so let's see. Performance initiation. We already have our fuel. Let's check that. Let me make sure we have fuel. Let's just make sure. Our flight is about... oh, wow, we don't have fuel. Oh, I'm glad I checked. I'm going to give us about 3 hours of fuel, even though the flight's only going to be... It should be less than 2. But just to have some extra fuel. So we'll go our gross weight here. Reserves, I'm going to put 1.5. That is a random number I'm making up here. And cost index is, I'm just going to say 12. Cruise altitude will be 33,000. Wish me luck on this flight today. Again, I haven't flown this aircraft in so darn long. And I'm hoping that we do it correctly. All right, takeoff. And outside air temperature is 28 degrees Celsius. And I'm going to hold off doing our V-speeds until we get our flaps down. Because I believe it doesn't actually give you the accurate V-speeds if you don't have your flaps down. I could be wrong. All right, so departure. We depart runway 18 left. And then Acuna 6, MLC. Back to route. Next. And let's see. gonna be SGF for our next waypoint. And from there, we'll hop on the Juliet 105 airway. And then Welts. And from there, we'll be going to departure arrival. Arrival is going to be the Trillist 3. And then ILS, we'll just say ILS 28 right, but we don't know really yet. We'll figure out when we get there. That may not be the correct runway for today. All right, are we good on an ILS? I mean, on the IRS? INS? Whatever you call it. All right, good. All right, let's go ahead and real quick check our flight plan real quick. Go to the legs page. And so far, so good. We do have one discontinuity. Let me see if it will allow me to get rid of that. I'm just going to first check on the route page, make sure everything looks good there. We have 2 discontinuities here. Wow. Can I delete those? Yes, okay. Can I delete this one? No. Let me try that again. And also, if any of you guys are familiar with the Rotate MD-80, I could definitely use your help as co-pilot today to help me get through today's flight, because there may be some things that I miss. Again, this is really one of my first flights I've done in years. Like, I'm not kidding, years in this aircraft. I've had this aircraft for a very, very long time. I just haven't. Oh, that scared the heck out of me. It's my water bottle. But I haven't flown it. I haven't flown it in forever. IFMG is on a journey to learn Spanish for a very special female, it sounds like. All right, I think we're ready to go. We do have that one discontinuity, but it's between our star and our arrival, and I won't let me get rid of it. So what we'll do is we'll fly down to vectors, and then we'll direct to Vogler. We'll just expect to do that later on. But as far as our VNAV information, everything else seems to be working like it should be. So I'm just going to go ahead and not worry about that too much. We'll go back to the legs, and we're ready to go. Okay, so what's next? Trim. I need to set my trim. Let's go back to the menu. Performance. Takeoff. And center of gravity is 33. So I'm going to go ahead and set my trim here. So center of gravity is 33. So I'm just going to scroll up till we get to 33 on the CG, which is almost at the end. And then flaps today will be flaps 11. And that gives us a trim of 1. And currently our trim is set to 0. So it's going to lower that to 1. And again, you can barely see that. Might have to change like my settings, but it should get brighter later. So I think that's around 1. That should be fine. All right, beautiful. Raven, I'll be taking off runway 18 left. That is my plan. I'm on that side of the airport. So 18 left is going to be behind us. Did we connect to Vatson? I don't think we did. No, we didn't. Go ahead and get connected. I always forget the simple things. All right, we're in MD-80. Airline, AAL. Connect. All right, we're now logged on. And I am confirming, yes, there is no ATC online. Very nice. Okay, cool. S7AB, we are in the MD-80 by Rotate. And let's see. All right, trim is set. Let's get our lighting, our exterior lighting. We'll turn on the position lights, not just the position. Let's go ahead and call in our pushback truck. In fact, I'm just going to hit start pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Right there is perfect.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
IFMG says I came up today and I'm like, buenos dias, mucho gusto, which yeah, obviously means hello, nice to meet you. E-channel, what's up, man? Good to see you. Maybe I can help you out in this stream. We'll see. We have plenty of time talking in cruise, so let's revisit that subject in cruise. so we can have some fun stuff to talk about. How about that? All right, let's go ahead and check my. All right, so now the pressure is 3009. Let's set up the glare shield here. We'll be again cruising at 33,000 feet. So we'll do that. I don't know how to
all doors and
get that to
hatches
change
are
from
closed.
400.
Ready to connect.
Heading from that runway is gonna be 176. Please don't say ghetto. Don't say that. (176). There it is. Speed. We'll just go with like 150 or something like that for now. And I believe I'm supposed to click on EPR limit heading. And then, oh, I did forget something. I just realized I forgot something.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
The hydraulic pumps. Auxiliary and trans. And we're still missing something. Oh, flight director. Got it. Okay, I think we're ready to push back. This is a beautiful plane. It really is. It really is. Just a really quick double checking on things. Lights are on. Air. See FMC. Iris is aligned. Trim is set. Lights are ready for. Actually, we need our beacon on. So we'll turn the anti-collision. That's our beacon light. Fuel pumps can come on. All 6 of them. And let's see. Air off. Alright, we can push back. Let's go ahead and release parking brake. Get the engine started.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Alfred White, what's good, man? Good to see you. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend you going to a girl that you don't really know and just saying you're at the ghetto. Like, that's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Unless she's holding a donut or something else. Or unless she's holding something that you want. I don't think that you should say te quiero. Okay, air APU, no sorry, not APU. Packs are gonna come off here. And we're gonna use system A. Gonna uncover, and sad again is you can't see it, it's just so dark. But we're gonna uncover the start switches, and we're gonna engage switch the right switch for engine number 2. Sorry. Alright, hold it down for a couple seconds, let it go. Let's double check, make sure we are getting into. It is rising. Te quiero can either mean I want you or I love you. Yes, it can be taken 2 different ways. It depends on how you use it and when you use it. Alright, waiting for 20% on the N2 before we introduce fuel. It's kind of slow to rise, but it's okay. Bernie, no problem, man. I'm going to show you the exterior here in just a second. Let me get the fuel activated here. Alright, there it is. Introducing fuel. And to the outside we go. How do you say I like you is actually the same to get
Set parking brake.
I said parking brake.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
See, I know a little Spanish. I know like the big words in Spanish, like I love you and stuff like that, you know. Does anybody still speak Latin? Alright, we got one good engine, people. Let's go ahead and start up engine number 1. And we'll pull down on that left start pump switch. Hold it for a couple seconds, let it go. Checking on our N2. I have N2 rising. There's a lot of people departing out of the, Dallas this morning.
And bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Infinite Captain says, "Te odio," or odio means I hate you, but I don't think that's gonna be very useful in this situation. That's very true. Aaronich, what's up, man? Good to see you. Logan Swings, yes sir. It is summer, sorta. Summer is ending actually, for most people. All right, we got 2 good engines in that way. Do we? We haven't introduced fuel yet. Okay, we're ready to put fuel in. All right, sorry, wrong button. All right, fuel for that. Yeah, I've probably spent 2 years on Duolingo, learning Spanish, as well as my wife is Spanish, so learning Spanish from her and her family. I still don't fluently speak Spanish, but I know a lot of Spanish. Like, I think I know more Spanish than I give myself credit for, to be honest with you. And but I've been really focused on learning Portuguese. So ever since I've been learning Portuguese, my Spanish has really took a pretty hard hit, because a lot of things are so similar and they're pronounced differently, and there's some really big things that are very separate. Ethan, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. And so anyways, let's get this plane started. Again, we got plenty of time to talk today. Got a pretty long flight actually. All right, yaw damper says it's off. Why is the yaw damper off? Yaw damper should be on. All right, yaw damper is on. I don't know where my pitot stall heat is. If anybody could help me out with that, that'd be amazing. Let's go ahead and turn off the right start valve and left start valve. And we'll cover them. Again, you can't see that. It really sucks, but you can't see that. And start pump completely off. We can turn off the APU now. We no longer need it. I don't understand how the generators work, because I didn't actually turn the generator on. I think it's maybe auto. I think the generators may be auto. All right, let's turn the air. Is air off? Air on or air off? APU bleed goes off. APU bus goes off. I can't reach it. And then the APU itself goes off. All right, APU is shutting itself off, and then we'll bring the air back for the packs. You can kind of hear that come back on. I don't know how well you guys can actually hear the sounds of the aircraft itself. I may have to turn them up a little bit. I'm actually surprised. I thought I remember this aircraft being a lot louder than it really is, but it seems not to be. All right, so APU is off now. We do need to go back to the center pedestal and lower these things. Again, I don't know what these things are called. I just know you have to turn it off. Auto brace at the takeoff. Flaps going down to 11. Oh, that's 15. That's 11. Yes, sir. Sad to see the Mad Dog retiring, but you know, it's for the best, I'm sure. Logan Swings, what gear do I use? I have Thrustmaster T16000, joystick and throttle. I do not have the pedals though. Let's make sure our aircraft is not dying. Okay, it's not. How's the APU turn it off? All right, release park and brake. We'll give some power. We'll turn on the taxi lights, and let's go. Again, we are on VATSIM, so if you have the time, if you want to join us, you could definitely join in with us on this flight from from Dallas, Fort Worth to Chicago. Minimum delay 80 minutes is retiring. So I believe runway 18 left should be off to our right once we leave the ramp. So let's hope this flight goes well, because again, I tried to, at the very beginning of the stream I mentioned, I was originally planning on making like more of a dedication video instead of doing a live stream, to kind of do like an MD-80 kind of like salute video, you know what I mean? It's kind of like to do that kind of thing, I guess, but it failed horribly when trying to record it. It didn't work out, and so was like, you know what? Since I gotta redo the flight anyways, why don't I just live stream the flight? I have a little bit of extra time today. I wasn't gonna stream today because I need to catch up on some recordings and on some work and things like that. But you know what? This is our first stream of the week, so I'm hoping everything goes well. Hoping we don't have any serious issues with the plane or anything like that. So while we're rolling, though, we do need to go ahead and set our V speeds. 133, that's fine. Logan Swing, again, I use a Thrustmaster T16000 joystick and throttle set. So I have a joystick here and I have a separate throttle over here on my left hand. Kind of like an Airbus type of setup, but it's not really. My joystick is in the center. I always have my joystick in the center, and then I have my throttle on my left. It's pretty much a left-handed throttle, or not really left-handed. I guess it's, I don't know, right-handed, whatever. I use my left hand for it, but I'm right-handed, so I don't know how to really explain that. All right, let's go to takeoff. Man, it is so dark. Is it that dark for you guys too? Yeah, it is. I think I can fix that. I don't know why, but I'm gonna try to fix that. Hold on. I'm using what's it called? Yeah, it works. It's a little it gets too bright. I have two settings. One is too dark and one is too bright. So I need to I need to make one for right in the middle. Oh, that's why you said it's summer earlier, because you said you're yeah, I recognize you, man. Welcome to the stream, bro. I thought you said it was summer, like it's summertime, and that's what I thought you were talking about earlier. It was dark. I mean, but in real life, it probably was pretty dark as well. But, you know, it is what it is. Logan, thanks for the follow, bro. And thanks for the support on Twitch. See somebody else taxing on our right. We're on VATSIM again, as I mentioned earlier. I just do a drive-by without crashing. Yeah, like I don't like, from the outside, I don't like the brighter set, the brighter filter. I don't like it at all. I can customize, I just don't have time to do it right now. Alright, coming up on the end of runway 18 left. Did you fix Swift? I think I might have fixed it too. Since the last time we streamed X-Plane, I installed Live Traffic, the free Live Traffic plugin, where it brings in like real live traffic to your game, and it required me to get like the offset for the models, and I didn't realize I didn't have that before. And so once I installed the offset for live traffic, I also installed it for Swift, and so I think it should be working now. I did some flying earlier on VATSIM, and I was able to see other people, and they weren't like in the ground and all that BS. So, all right, we're holding short runway 18 left. So yes, 18 left, and we have good old buddy old Pablo over there. Look at that, he's actually in one too. I love that. I love that he's actually in a rotate in an MD-80. All right, let's get this thing ready for takeoff. Just some real quick check. So it says our pitot and static things are still off. I don't know where those are. Yes, sir, Ethan. This is the rotate MD-80. And Logan or Summer, if you can't fly now, man, I will not be flying the MD-80 again later today. I got other things I need to fly and record and things like that. So I won't have time to do another flight on VATSIM later today. This is my only chance. I think we're good to go up top. Again, you guys, let me know if I'm forgetting anything. Maybe it's fuel heat. I don't think that's pitot heat, but maybe that's it. I can't find it. Oh well. Landing lights coming on. Wing lights coming on. Flood lights, wing lights, strobe lights. Let's change our display so we can actually see our flight plan here. Switch to the map view. Zoom out a little bit. Heading is selected. Altitude is selected. All right, ready to go. Let's get it. Let's check the chat, make sure nobody else is trying to take off. Good. Are you guys ready to roll? I don't know how this thing sounds, honestly, on takeoff, so turn your headphones up and we'll find out. Raven, you're on right downwind. Roger, roger. Blue 116, my bad. American 116, taking off runway 18 left, Dallas. Departing to the north. What up, Hunter Stacks? Good to see you. You're back. Had to do a flight from Istanbul to Turkey to London. Cool. Alright, let's go. Headphones on. We'll take off runway heading initially. Climb up to around 10,000 feet. Infinite Flyer, we're headed to Chicago today. From Dallas, Fort Worth. That was dope. I'm glad I finally got my models working. It was so annoying. Alright, gonna give some power. Ah, you hush. I remember that. I don't know how to set that thing up. Oh well. We'll listen to it. Rotate. Positive clown gear up. Ooh, that thing is kicking up dust. Alright, flaps up. I'm switching to nav. Still flying it by hand. Man, we are freaking a rocket ship right now. I'm pulling the power back. Following the flight director. We're at 200 knots. And the climb passing 3,000 already. I'm gonna go flaps up full, pulling the power back some more. Vertical speed, I'm looking for about 3,000 feet per minute. Uh-oh. I do have ortho scenery out here in Dallas, Texas. You know, given it being my home state, I gotta have some ortho out here, you know. Has it? Well, I'm not surprised if the final flight has already started its descent. Weird. It started about an hour and 52 minutes ago. The real life flight started an hour, hour 52 minutes ago. Originally, I was on time flying it when recording my video, but then, you know, things went south. So we're starting about an hour late, but I believe in X-plane time, we're right on time. Alright, passing 6,000 for 330. Flying the Acuna departure. I don't know what my joystick sensitivity settings are. Man, I haven't flown this baby in so long. It is very smooth. It's very fast though, like it's very fast. Faster than I expected for some reason. Still flying by hand. I like this turn, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fly the whole this turn by hand, and then we'll hit on the autopilot. I could go ahead and turn auto throttle on now if I like. Set it for 200 and what does that say? Mach? No. Oops. I am now your Duolingo. What else you got for me, buddy? Let's see what I remember. You can test me. Thank you, Ethan, for the update on the real-life flight progress. Roger that, Raven. About to fly into the clouds here at around 8,500. Just trying to follow the flight director. Not doing a great job at it right now. Raul, that's a negative, my friend, not this week. Another good flight that would be to do is the flight to Roswell, New Mexico. That would be another good flight to do if anybody wants to do it. Not for today's stream, and I probably won't be streaming it at all, but just saying. That'd be probably a pretty interesting flight, flying it to Roswell. Flying into the graveyard. Again, Captain Sign, I don't know what my joystick sensitivity settings are, and I'm not able to look at them right now either. I think it's a golf course right below us. Alright, there's 10,000 feet right there. Gonna keep flying it for a bit before we kick on the autopilot. Again, we have a decent length of a flight today, and I want to, you know, fly as much of it as possible myself before kicking on the robot mode. I think there's some scattered like showers out here in Dallas right now, but nothing crazy. Raven, are you really streaming on Discord? I saw that this morning. I was like, ooh, I don't know who boosted our Discord channel, but that's dope. I'm about to check you out, bro. I've been wanting to try it. I've been wanting to try doing a stream to Discord. Best believe me, I definitely will be doing one sometime soon, because I think that'd be a lot of fun to do a stream straight to Discord, like an exclusive Discord stream. I think that'd be legit. Alright, I think we've flown enough. Let's go ahead and get the autopilot turned on over here. And let's just see if it works. Again, I haven't flown this plane in forever, so there may be some things that I do wrong. We got our vertical speed set to 3,000, and we are doing just that. Perfect. We have auto throttle turned on. Again, it's really hard to see in here right now. Speed select. Is that working? Yeah, our auto throttle is not working. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Let's turn the vertical speed down so we don't stall. And trying to figure out how to do auto throttle. Ethan Price, the MD-80s are being replaced by 737s and A321s for American Airlines. So they could fly either of them, honestly, and it'll be fuel efficient either way. Wow, it sounds like we are moving right now. You can hear the wind kicking up. Let me turn it down. Alright, Alright, so right now I'm just trying to figure out how to get the auto throttle to work. I have speed select turned on. It's not doing anything. Turn auto throttle off and turning it back on. Hey, bro, yeah, man, I love the MD-80.
Unable to find
There's very few planes that I don't like. One of those is the A380. But no, for real though, there's very few planes that I don't like. I just don't, you know, I don't get a chance to fly them all the time or stream them. Like the MD-80, one of the things that's always held me back from streaming or making videos of the MD-80 has been the fact that I had to relearn how to fly it, and I'm doing it right now. So HD or anybody in chat, if you remember how to get the auto throttle to work, please let me know. So I'm trying to get it to work right now. It says it is on. It's only showing climb power. I see LMP. I have to turn off TO, go to toggle or something like that. Shenanigans, you try to fly by hand to cruise unless you're online. It's not a bad idea. I'm sure it gets tougher to fly the higher you get, faster you're going, but yeah. I agree. I like to fly the aircraft by hand, you know, because other than that, you're just sitting there. Like, there's really nothing for you to do. Unless, like, you're just occupied with something else while you're flying. Like, you're going to want to do something. You want to actually fly the plane. Alright, so anyways, trying to figure out how to do this. Let's go to IAS mock. How about that? Is that going to do anything for us? So we climb out at 280. I think that's what that's saying. Climbing at 282 knots. Yeah, that's what that's saying. Yeah, absolutely. I always recommend when flying on Pilot Edge or like a network with ATC like that, you definitely want to hit that autopilot, honestly, as soon as you can. Because for me personally, especially like, you know, with me still learning a lot, you know, learning and getting comfortable with talking to ATC and things like that, like it's definitely an added workload when you're trying to fly the plane and change radios. When you're flying online, a lot of times they'll give you specific, you know, speeds, they give you specific headings, then they have constant frequency changes, and I can't fly by hand and frequency change at the same time. Not with my setup currently. Like if I had like one of those little boxes that had the numbers on it and I'm just by hand doing it, but it's really hard for me to go down here and take my eyes off of what's ahead of me and just go down, put my head down and change the heading or change the frequency when I have ATC. See, IAS is working for me now. IAS mode is absolutely working for me now. So we're climbing at 282 knots. Yeah, and it's basically just using that. But I wanted to get the actual auto throttle. Like I wanted to you know, put speed, you know, 200 and whatever, and it actually go by that, but it wasn't doing that. So I was trying to figure out if there's a way to get it to go by this speed select. But what up, Just Yarn? Good to see you, man. But thank you, HD. Miguel Romero, what's up, man? Good to see you. Yes, sir. We are aware the MD-80 is on its descent into Chicago already. So it's about an hour ahead of us, honestly. There will be no squawking of 7500 today. Alright, so we're high enough to turn the land lights off, which is down here. Floodlights, I don't think we need those. Wing lights, we don't need those. We'll leave on the anti-collision and the strobes. I don't know if I can move this to off. Yeah, it's off. And we can go down to our barometric and switch that to standard. 299.2. We're climbing up to our cruise level of 330. There was another group of pilots who also did the same flight this morning. and they're well ahead of us as well. I had to restart this flight 3 times. This is my 3rd. The other 2 times were intended to be a live stream, but no, sorry, intended to be a pre-recording, but it didn't work out that way. But I think I'm glad. I'm glad I chose to do the live stream instead, because it takes me a whole lot less time and less effort to put that together. All right, outside view. Yeah, man, I'm honestly gonna be sad to see this thing go. I honestly don't see a lot of these in my hometown. You'll see most of these flying in and out of American airline hubs to smaller cities, but you really don't see a ton of these anymore. Like, they've already been kind of phasing them out. They just finally decided to retire the last few MD-80s who were out there in service this week. Gotcha, HD. Appreciate it, man. IS mode will work just like the 732. All right. So we're now over default scenery. And I think most of the scenery we're going to be flying over will be X-plane default. I don't have, like, scenery all over this area. We will have really nice scenery by Nimbus Studios in Chicago, and I'm excited about that. Look at this baby though, like, man, like, I don't think there are any other aircraft that have such a classic livery that are out right now. You know what I mean? Like, that bare metal look just looks so freaking dope. And this is their older livery. You know, they only really kept this one on the MD-80s. All the new American Airlines aircraft are now have the new logo, the new livery, which is nice. I like the new livery that they have, but it doesn't really replace this. Like, it's just a really dope looking livery. And I remember when I first bought, so this is the Rotate MD-80 add-on DLC for X-Plane 11, and when I first bought this, I think I bought this on X-Plane 10 when I first bought this one. And my friends were just trash, man. They were so bad because I was on a MacBook Pro. Matter of fact, I was on this MacBook Pro. You can't see it in the camera, but I was on this MacBook Pro over here. And it is not built to run X-Plane 11 or 10, especially with add-ons and things like that. Like, you could play it, you could run it, but it'll be running about 5 frames per second. And I remember when I first was flying this MD-80, that's what I was doing. I was flying about 5 frames per second. I finally got my new PC, and I think I did like maybe 1 or 2 flights on it, or in it, and that was about it. But it's always been one of the underrated aircraft that are out right now. And again, I heard somewhere that they are currently working on an update for this. When that comes out, I don't know. I haven't seen any pictures. I haven't seen an article. I haven't looked into it, honestly. I just know that they're working on bringing this baby back to life and up to the new X-Plane 11 standards. And I mean, even now, like, the version I'm using looks great already. Like, look at that texture. So nice, so nice. Let's go and check on our aircraft here. We're at 28,000 feet and climbing. We're still looking good. You're using active sky and ultra weather today. Final American Airlines MD-80 flies 15 miles out. Thank you, Craig Dixon. Thank you guys for keeping us updated on that. Look at that wing flex too. So you can also fly the default X-Plane 11 MD-80, and I believe it has the same livery. I think, I can't remember honestly, but yeah, it's decent. A lot of people don't really like it. I feel like you don't see many people flying it on X-Plane 11, the default MD-80, but it's not that bad. It really ain't that bad. It could be a lot worse. For a default plane, it's decent. It's missing a lot of functionality in the cockpit. That's why this one is better. It's not as high quality as what we're seeing here, but it is pretty good. The call sign of the last MD-8 is American 80. We have an aircraft flying towards us, or no? I don't know who that is. We have traffic ahead of us. Is that you, Raven, or are you behind us? I know, Raven, you said you were flying out here somewhere. Actually, that is American 80 up ahead of us. Well, somebody claiming to be American 80. I'm not sure how they got that call sign. Somebody else has to be flying it right now. Raven, what's your call sign, bro? Let's see, this aircraft is cruising at 30,000. No, he's at 29 right now. Wait, is that me? Am I looking at myself? I said something else. I don't know what plane that is, honestly. Alright, coming up on our top of climb, 3,000 feet away from our cruise. When we get to our cruise, I'm really curious of how to get this plane to actually cruise at a specific altitude. Like, is that going to be difficult for us? So far, so good, though. I've also been flying a lot of old planes lately, like a lot of old classic planes. I've been flying the DC-3 by V-Sky Labs. Oh, you're far ahead. All right. I've been flying the FlyJ Sim 727. Really been enjoying both of those aircraft. And then, you know, this is kind of like adds on to the classic aircraft. Like, I feel like the MD-80, I don't feel like, I know the MD-80 is going to go down as a classic. Absolutely. MD-80 on final, thank you. I also don't have all my like views set up for this plane either. I only got like a few views I got set up before I took off. I'm really surprised I didn't have ATC in Dallas or in Chicago today, but I'm sure we will later on when people are off work and out of school. But I'm about to level off here. I'm gonna go ahead and get some music playing in the background. Let me know if it's too loud or too low. But I don't know, flying this plane brings back so many memories, man. Like again, this was one of my, I think this was my, I need to check, but I think this was my second or third ever X-Plane 11 add-on. My first one ever was a Boeing 767 by Flight Factor. That was the first add-on I ever bought for X-Plane 11, and I believe the Rotate MD-80 was either my second or my third. I can't remember which it was. I was looking earlier when I actually had to re-download it for today. But yeah. PUBG wins. What's up, man? What computer am I using? I'm using a custom-built computer. The specs are down at the very bottom of the YouTube description, or you could also ask Nightbot exclamation mark spec. I bet you that there's somebody in Chicago recording the landing of the MD-80 right now. I betcha. Alright, I'm gonna go over here and turn our speed down. We need to go to Mach now. Just to get us all the way to 33,000. That's all I'm trying to do. There's a bug in here. I don't know what it is. Whenever I start streaming, like, they just show up randomly. Like, I got food. I ain't got nope. Actually, I do have one crumb right here. Just one. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what this is. Probably dinner from last night. MD-80 has landed. I feel like we're tracking NASA or something. Houston, MD-80 has landed. All right. Everybody's like clapping. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? We did it. Mission successful. The end of an era, yes sir. It does still have another flight to do, empty, but Its last flight will take it to Roswell, New Mexico, where they will finally officially retire that baby. I don't know, it's kind of crazy to see it go. But you know, MD-80 is getting phased out. The old 747s are getting phased out. A lot of planes are getting phased out. We're getting a lot of new planes. We got an A220 here now. We got the A350 now. We have the 777X now. You know what I mean? The 737 is, you know, getting upgrades. The A320s are getting upgrades to replace older planes like MD-80s, which I think that a lot of airlines really only holding on to them because they were so deeply involved into their airlines. Like American, you know, MD-80, they have a ton of MD-80s, Super 80s they call them, or Mad Dogs, whatever you want to call them. They had a ton of them, man. So you don't want to just get rid of all of them and replace with 737s, at least not all at once. But I'm pretty sure they didn't buy anymore. They're not making MD-80s. They haven't made any in forever. You know what I mean? Thank you, Patrick the Fox, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. We are just about 100 feet away from our, 1,000 feet away from our cruise at our top of climb, and then we'll be cruising for quite a while actually. Yeah, we're still an hour and 17 out right now. So that means I'm gonna have to get you guys to keep me occupied. Over 300 of them. Thank you for clarifying that, man. Wow, that's a lot. I still see that traffic off our nose. I believe the actual flight only went up to like 24 or 25,000 feet. It didn't really go that high, surprisingly. All right, now that we're leveling off, the next challenge is, how do I get this aircraft to maintain a constant speed? Is it gonna be something extra, or is it just gonna do it on its own? I am down to cruise power, I guess is what that says. Pizza times, yes sir. So just to update you, because not everybody knows, the MD-80 is being retired today. Today's their last service or revenue service flight. Well, I think they have two actually. I think this is one of them. And I think there's another one that's flying, maybe. I could be wrong. But today is basically their last flight with like passengers on it. And we're flying it. We're, you know, flying it from Dallas to Chicago. Final flight went 29,000 feet. Thank you very much. All right, so there's 33,000. For some reason, we blew right by it. Why? Oh, I didn't arm it, did I? I don't think I armed the altitude. Yeah, I don't think I did. Oh wait, we have it set to 33,400. That's why. It's gonna go all the way to 400. Let's see if it levels off. If it doesn't, we gotta figure life out. Does Allegiant still use the MD-90s? MD-80s, I'm sorry. I like this song. I believe also there's going to be a water cannon salute in Chicago. I think that's a thing. I can't remember if it's in Chicago, if it's in Roswell, but I do know they're doing a water cannon salute for this aircraft after it lands at its final destination, which I would love to see. I can't wait to see those pictures. I can't wait to see them. Craig Dixon, what's the song from the African Summer Tour? I don't remember, man. I showed you guys in another stream like a couple weeks ago when I had the chance, but I don't know the name of it, man. Sorry. Alex P, yes sir, I do remember you. Welcome to the stream. All right, we're leveling off at 33,000 feet and 400 because I don't know how to get that 400 out of here. And I think the plane is just gonna speed up until it can't go any faster, which we don't want. I want this thing to hold a speed. Let's see if I can go to Mach select. Let's see, we're gonna Mach points. How fast can we get? Alright, we're at Mach 0.75. That's fine. Let's stay there. And see if it'll let us stay there. Mach select. Alright, so it's selected, but how do I get it to actually hold it? Alright, so it's selected. Again, it's selected. Do I have to manually? Is the auto throttle really not working? It might be working. I think it's working. Yeah, I think it's working. 'Cause I can't control. Yeah, I can. I lied. I was like, I can't control the throttle, but I can. So I think it's working. We're on nav track. We're on altitude hold. We're on Mach 0.75 for cruise. And I'm gonna leave it alone for now, but we may hear a buzzing about us going over speed later, because we're right below the red line. 6 MD-80s flying the Roswell right now. Wow, very nice. Okay, all right, so we're cruising, chilling, cruising. We have traffic ahead of us. We're on VATSIM. He's at probably 29,000 or lower. He looks pretty like low. He's lower than that. I was trying to figure out if that was Raven, but he said it wasn't him. I don't know who else that could be. Yeah, so Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I honestly, like, it kind of bugs me. I'm gonna be honest with you, it kind of bugs me when people call it Microsoft 2020. I mentioned this last time that I mentioned it in the stream. Like, it bugs me that people call it Microsoft 2020, because it's not freaking Microsoft 2020. It's just Microsoft Flight Simulator. That is it. Let's do away with the numbers, guys. Let's do away with it, like, because we're not gonna get a Microsoft 2021. There's not gonna be a 2022. It's just gonna be Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it's gonna continuously be updated. It's just gonna be one game, just like X-Plane Mobile that's coming out. It's no longer gonna be X-Plane 10 or 11. It's just gonna be a mobile game that updates yearly. You're not gonna worry about buying like how they used to do it in FSX back when, you know, they had like 98, 97, 99, all that kind of stuff. They're doing away with that whole number system. Like, it's just gonna be a game, a core game that's gonna be continuously updated and supported. And so no, it just, please stop calling it Microsoft 2020, because it's not. Yes, it comes in 2020. We do, yeah, that is true, but it's not. So, and also, whenever people call it Microsoft 2020, it reminds me how much I hate the regular Microsoft Flight Simulator, the old one, the FSX version. I'm like, please don't continue from wherever you left off. Let's start over. Let's make a new one. Felix Barton, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Somebody asked that same question earlier. When is my next Infinite Flight live stream? I do not have an answer for that question right now. It will not be this week, and most likely not next week either. We may do one off, but again, I don't have a schedule currently or a plan of when my next one's gonna be. But I'm not done streaming it. It's gonna come back to the channel. Don't worry. And Alex, I'm sorry. Maybe you triggered me a little bit. No, but I don't know, it just bothers me when people call it that. I'm just like, yo, it's let it be its own thing. Like, don't, like, stop associating with it. Stop associating Microsoft Flight Simulator, the new one, the next gen Microsoft Flight Simulator, with the old one that we, you know, yes, FSX is still out there, it's still available. People have made it better to be a better sim, but the core game of FSX currently does not measure up to the current flight sim standards. P3D, way better. Yes, even though it's built off of the FSX, it's way better. We're not calling it P3D 2020. You know, when it comes out, you know, people are concerned that it's gonna leave X-Plane 11 in the dust. People are concerned, but we don't know, again, until we actually see it, till we play it, till we see what features it has, it doesn't have on release. I feel like the core game may be more pretty. but we don't know. A lot of people also are asking the question, is it going to be a subscription based, kind of like Infinite Flight? Are we got to pay for it monthly? Is it going to be always online? There's a lot of questions about it. We have, you know, but they're answering the questions slowly. Just Yarn, why don't I use ATC? Because we don't have it. There's no ATC in the area currently. That is how VATSIM works. Sometimes you have ATC, sometimes you don't. It just depends on who feels like controlling at whatever time. So right now in Houston, like in the Houston area, like the southern Texas area, there's a ATC Center is online, but anything else, I think that's the only thing online right now in the whole United States. Yeah, like there's no ATC in the whole United States right now. Most of the ATC currently is over in Europe because it's like their prime time right now in Europe. People are off of work, out of school, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's like around like the 5 p.m., 6 p.m. to 8, 10 p.m. times when most people are playing games or most people are doing things. So in my current time zone, it's only 11, almost coming up on 11:30. So most people are out busy working and stuff like that. Only reason that I'm able to stream at this time is because I set aside a time for me to stream, and then I work before and after because I set my own hours for the most part. EOS, how long do I think until they release the A350 for Infinite Flight? No idea. My original prediction was like early next year or end of year. Anything earlier than December, in my opinion, is early for me. I would love to see it a whole lot earlier, but in my opinion, anything before December is like, wow, I'm surprised we got it that fast, you know, because again, this, you know, we saw when they started this aircraft, and it's a lot of work goes into those, and I mean, even though you see the textures, you can see the modeling, it looks great. Well, yeah, that's fine, but there's a lot more that goes into creating an aircraft in general. I mean, in any game. Than just the modeling. And yeah, modeling takes a good amount of it, but the systems and the coding that goes behind the systems takes a long time to program, and testing phases and all that kind of stuff, and bug fixing, all that. So it takes a long time to do those things, as well as getting all the liveries ready, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of work that goes into creating new aircraft. So anything before December for me would be early, but I wouldn't be upset if we did. YT Dark Voyager 255, you're a new sub. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Thank you for coming, man. I appreciate that sub. I highly doubt it's gonna be a free plane, man. It's definitely gonna be part of the subscription for Infinite Flight. What do I think of Chewy94? I believe I know who that is. I don't have anything to think about him though. If I'm thinking of the same person, I did get to meet him in Orlando. We had a very short conversation in Orlando. Pretty sure he doesn't know who I am. I don't know anything about him. Again, I don't have anything against him. But yeah, I believe he's a streamer, right? On Twitch. Like, there's only a few streamers that I watch. And I usually, like, I'm be honest, 100% honest with you. I don't watch a lot of flight sim live streams. I don't watch a lot of live streams in general. Most of the videos that I watch, or the people that I watch videos. Most of the stuff I watch are videos. I don't watch a lot of live streams. It's funny because I live stream, yet I don't watch a lot of live streams. But I'll go and I'll stop by. Some, a few people's live streams and say hi, check them out for a little bit. But yeah, not a lot of people, honestly. How many times have I crashed a plane? Oh man. Honestly, maybe not as many times as you would think, but a lot. Definitely a lot. Definitely a lot. I can't. Yeah. Hey, IFMG, are you still here, and are you ready for your Spanish lesson? Luke Moso, sorry I just seen your comment now. I'm doing good though, man. My day's going pretty well. Thanks for asking, man. This week hasn't been as chaotic as last week. So I was able to kind of do some more streaming. I was finally able to get back ahead of things on yesterday, and it was a holiday out here in the States on Monday, Labor Day. So I spent the day with my wife. Had a good time. It was nice just having a nice little lazy day where you don't have to do anything, you know what I mean? Danish Gamers, why haven't you stopped by my streams? Again, I said I stopped by a few streams. Not everybody's stream. And it's random as heck too. Like I'll be on YouTube looking for something else, and I'll be like, oh hey, this person's streaming. I'm just gonna stop by. You know what I mean? That's usually how it ends up working. Like I don't go intentionally looking to watch somebody stream, but usually it's like, oh, they just happen to be streaming at the time that I'm on the YouTube homepage, and then I'll check them out. So, but I like to support other people, you know. And I know you guys are gonna be like, all right, everybody come, you know, you're gonna everybody who's listening to my voice is gonna want me to go watch their stream. Not saying I won't, but just don't ask me. That's the thing. I don't know. I have this thing with me, and maybe I'm just weird, but I don't like being told to do things. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody's like, hey, go subscribe to my channel, go like my channel, go follow me on Instagram, go watch my live stream. It makes me not want to do it. Maybe it's the rebel in me that's like, no, I don't want to watch your live stream because you told me to watch your live stream. But if I saw your live stream and you didn't say anything, then yeah, I check out your live stream. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's weird. This is probably why we have the standard for our mods, where it's like, hey, don't ask to be a moderator for my channel, because you definitely won't be a moderator for my channel because you asked. You know, the people who have become moderators for my channel did not ask to be moderators. I made them moderators because they deserved to be moderators based on what I seen. They didn't have to ask me. They showed me that they deserved it by their actions. You know what I'm saying? What was that, Danish? You're probably my longest standing viewer. I would love to challenge that. You may be, I don't know. I just don't know who else is here from the beginning. And when did you first sub? Like, how many did I have when you subbed in? Patrick Fox says, American Flights 80 has arrived at the gate in Chicago. Very nice. What do I think about Swiss 001? Also another person that I do know of, and you know, we haven't really talked much. I think we've talked through Instagram here and there. But I just haven't had a ton of communication with the guy. And but I have nothing against him either. I definitely see him out there working hard though. I do have him on Instagram and stuff, and I see him out there working hard, and he's out here grinding, trying to do it, and I really respect. That's one thing I love. That's one thing I do like to see in other people who are doing YouTube videos is. Or not just YouTube, but YouTube, Twitch, whatever, streaming in general. Like, I love seeing people out there, like, grinding. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like seeing people out there, like, really, really trying to make things happen. Even if you only have a few subscribers. Like, for example, I don't know if he's still here, but my dude HD. So, HD Simulation, he said what's up earlier in the stream. He's one of the people that... Oh, he is here. There he goes. There it is. Yes. So HD, he is somebody I will regularly, honestly, stop by his streams just to show some love and support, because I see him out there grinding. I also met him in person, which gives him kind of a step up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I met him in person and I got to know the guy. We actually hung out for like hours in Orlando, and so I earned a lot of respect from the guy. And I think that probably gives him a little favor on my end, I'll be honest with you. But that being said, even beyond that, he was like, yo, I got this YouTube channel. You know what I mean? When I met him in person, he, you know, made me aware that he has a YouTube channel. We both were like sharing ideas. I was sharing my channel with him. He was sharing his channel with me. There was no kind of like it didn't feel like promotion. I didn't feel like I was being advertised to. You know what I mean? It was more just like a, hey, check out, like, it's more like a if you're like an artist and you have a painting and you're at an artist convention and they have paintings, you're like, I want to check out your work, and they're like, they want to check out your work. So it's like the same way both ways, you know what I mean? And so I guess that's the way I see it, is like, I have a portfolio on my YouTube channel of live streams and the videos that I'm very proud of. I feel like I've done a great job, in my opinion. I could definitely do better. I'm always trying to be better, but I feel like I have a dope portfolio. And I know that there's other people out there that I've never heard of that have dope portfolios too, and you don't know until you check them out. You know, there's some people you may check them out and be like, yeah, you know, they're all right, you know, but they're not like great. But yeah, so anyways, HD, it was like we met in person in Orlando, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna come by and support your stream, and I absolutely came by and did that for him. And when I went there, I was like, you know what, I actually do like it. Looks like I was impressed. I did like it. When I saw it, I was like, this is good quality. This is quality, and I also see that he's always consistently out here putting out live streams, putting out videos. Like, he's not just one of those people who like, all right, I make like 2 videos a year, 1 video a month. Now, it depends on the type of video, because some videos may take you a month to make. But anyways, I don't want to go on a whole ramble, but yeah, that's one of the reasons that I would stop by and watch somebody's streams. He's just one example I'm showing there. Again, not saying I'm not gonna watch the rest of you guys' stuff. If I happen to see it, I'll definitely come by and take a look. Again, I do on my Discord, I have a section for people to share their live streams, and I've been thinking about it. I've been wanting to kind of open it up more, because right now we kind of have a level, like you have to be a certain rank to promote your live stream or video or anything on my Discord, because I don't want people coming to my Discord taking advantage of the platform, taking advantage of the people in my group, just advertising to them. And so that's why I was like, you know what, I want people to be able to show their videos and their live streams and whatever they're working on, but I only want the loyal people, the people who are actually here in this community. I don't want just some random person like, hey, go promote your thing on Blue Games. Like, no, I want you to actually be here, become a part of the community, and then show off what you do. And that's why we have you have to be a certain level as far as in our Discord to even use that feature. Danish Gamers says, I trust your heart. Why, man? Shenanigans, I am streaming on Twitch and on YouTube. So some of the questions I'm answering are on YouTube. Another thing, and one thing I'll say, and I want to give a shout out, and I always give shout outs to this guy, Captain Canada. Oh, I just got a message from somebody. Looks like Kansas City Center is online. I always give a shout out to Captain Canada because he does this as well. He'll come by different people's streams. It doesn't matter how many subscribers they have. He'll come by and say hi, not to get attention for himself, but just to support people, just to go see what other people are doing, to learn from how they're doing it. And I really respect that. And it kind of pushed me to be more intentional with doing it. Because sometimes you can get in your own world and, you forget there's other people out there streaming too. All right, let's see. We do need to talk to ATC now. Let's see. What frequency are they on? 12572. All right, switching over.
135 2135.
Where is our transponder? I haven't actually done that yet. Are we even?
2135.
Make sure our TCAS is on. Alright, we're transmitting. Aviator Pascal, what's up, man? Good to see you. Alright, let's just make sure that you guys can hear that and I can hear it too. What am I looking for? Kansas City South. Shoot. I hate when that happens. I gotta turn it off, apparently. This is gonna pause me, isn't it? Yes, it is. I have to turn off the button in order for it to work sometimes. It makes no sense at all. Joystick. Won't you do nothing?
Papa Tango Hotel Golf for contact.
Alright, we go.
5 miles east of Hayes, level 350.
Roger, Tango Hotel Golf.
1089, ready to contact 2 miles northeast of Tulsa, level 330.
I can hear him barely. Kansas City Center, American 116, level at 330.
American 116, Kansas City Center, good afternoon. Squawk 2147.
2147, American 116.
And Kansas City Center, Boeing 682 Radio Whiskey, check in with you, flight level 360.
2147.
Boeing 682 Romeo Whiskey, Kansas City Center, good afternoon. Squawk 214421.
Alright, we're on 2147.
2144 for 2 Roman Whiskey.
American 116, radar contact 40 miles southwest of Springfield, level 330.
Alright, radar contact. Raven Blue's first sub would have been him. Who, Danish? Or what are you talking about?
American 116, I'm actually showing just a slight discrepancy here. Verify your altimeter set to 2992.
Yes, altimeter set to 2992. It may be showing them at 334. I just haven't figured out how to get rid of the 400.
That's what I'm showing, not a problem.
Thank you. Alright, I appreciate that.
In November 682 Romeo Whiskey, also verify.
I don't even know if there's a way to know who my very first sub was, which was probably myself, honestly. My first sub was probably me. But outside of me, I don't know who. Because again, my first ever YouTube video was a GTA video, so. Just Yon, what do I think about Amsterdam? I love Amsterdam.
Number 682 Romeo Whiskey, now ready to contact 50 miles north of level 360.
Well, I appreciate that, IFMG. That's very encouraging. I just saw that comment. IFMG, you're back. Are you ready for your Spanish lesson, sir? Listo. Listo. I don't think you know what that means. It means, are you ready? Oh, it means ready. All right, so let's turn them down because we don't really need to talk. Like, all we have to do is check in because we're on center. This is something I wish we had on Infinite Flight, was a center controller again. That'd be nice. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. I think it's actually Pittsburgh. Is it Pittsburgh? No, it's Kansas City Center. Oh, nice, man. I've never seen the 777 Orange Pride in real life, but I probably won't because I'm not in Amsterdam. Very, very nice. All right, what I want to do though was set up some special camera views with X Camera by Stick and Rudder Studios. This is what a lot of times is what I do in my cruises is I'm setting up cameras for like videos and animations and things like that. That's what we're gonna do right now. I definitely recommend this add-on for, especially if you make videos, like if you stream or make videos, it's definitely helps because you don't have to manually like operate and move the camera around. Let's do a real quick custom orbit camera to show off how beautiful this plane really is. I am adding camera, 500 frames. Something like that. And it's not really a tutorial, I'm just kind of doing it. I'm adding another camera. Or if you're familiar with animation and stuff like that, basically adding another keyframe and moving the camera around. Adding another. See, I wasn't really planning on doing X-Plane this week. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, honestly, as far as live streams this week. Again, this stream was actually a last-minute decision where I was initially going to make this as a video. Like, this was going to be a video, not a live stream. And my first attempt at recording this video failed. Actually, my first 2 attempts of recording this video failed. I was about to go my 3rd attempt, and I was like, you know what? I should just live stream it. It'll take me a whole lot less time, and I can focus on other things later on. All right, there it is. I set up my animation. I am now hands-free. Look how gorgeous this is. I love it. Like, this is. I just love that bare metal look. It just looks so cool.
Kansas City Center, Tango Hotel Golf.
Por favor, no
Tango
spam.
Hotel Golf, go ahead.
Well, don't spam in one message either.
Sir, what is the next arrival for St. Louis?
Which, look at that. It looks like we do have a Chicago approach online as well, so we might get ATC out there. We might not. We'll have to see.
No, sir.
Tango Golf, roger, not a problem then. I'll bring you in without an arrival this time.
Again, guys, you can keep up to date with the on the top of your screen. You should be able to see today's flight. Dallas, and again, they're flying from Dallas to Chicago in the MD-80. We're at 33,000 feet. ETA is, oh wow, it says ETA. I didn't know it said that. Our actual ETE, I thought it said ETE up there, it doesn't. Our ETE is estimated to be 52 minutes from now. We're flying over Kansas, I think we're flying over Kansas. I think. Heavy driver. All right, really quick. There's a couple things I would like to talk to you guys about. Yeah, guys, don't argue about that. Get over it. No spamming. That includes in one message as well. And you do it sometimes Danish, so chill out. But anyways, now that's over. A lot of you guys saw the teasers of my new livery I'm working on the Zibo 737-800. I had made a livery a while back for an older version of a 737-800. Since then, Zibo has updated the model, which updated the livery paint kit as well, and so my livery was outdated. Like if you put it on, it would work, but it really didn't take advantage of all the new features that Zibo had. So I was like, people have been asking me like, hey, like, are you gonna make a new livery? Do you have a livery? I'm like, I do, but it's not updated, and I just kind of have been not really wanting to do it. But finally last night, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and try to take care of it. I'm try to update it, get it up, and so it took me honestly a while just to find the freaking parts. Like there's a paint kit for the fuselage, but I don't know where the heck the paint kit is for the wings and the tail and the cabin and all that kind of stuff. Like I don't know if it exists somewhere, but I ain't got it. I couldn't find it. I searched everywhere. So what I had to do is I had to convert older DDS files of the white texture and then just do it the old school way. And but the fuselage, they have that part. They just have everything else. I don't understand why I can't find the rest of it. But anyways, so yeah, I was working on that, and it was pretty easy just to transfer over most of it. There was a few changes on like on the winglets. And I was like, you know what? Well, since I'm doing this, let me go all out. So I went ahead and I customized the entire cabin, man. It looks amazing. I can't wait to show you guys. We might have to bring it out tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what tomorrow looks like. I was thinking of maybe doing some more racing tomorrow on iRacing now that that's working. At Indianapolis for the NIS race. But
Hotel Golf.
We might, if I have time, I might do both. Might do an early stream of the new Blue Arrow 737-800 by Zibo, and then later on do the iRacing race. We'll see what happens. But I do want to show you guys it this week because I think it's done. I think I finished it last night. I attempted to do a test flight and it crashed. I had been doing so much at the same time. I had Photoshop open, I had like Adobe Audition open, I had a whole bunch of stuff open. I had Blender open, like I had so many programs open, and I had done so much. And then I had X-Plane on as well, running in Zebo, and my computer couldn't handle it anymore, and it ran out of memory apparently. And X-Plane was like, "Hey, we can't draw scenery for you anymore." So I was like, "You know what? Forget it. It's already 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not gonna try this again." But anyways, yeah. So that's pretty much done, and it looks amazing. Again, it has custom cabin livery. I have the air stairs now added. I have to figure out how to get that working, and I'm in love with it. It looks amazing. I got the air stairs. What else did I do? Obviously, there's the exterior is all customized. I'm thinking about making a dark version, like a executive, like a business jet 737 version. I'm thinking about doing that as well. Yeah, that's true, Heavy Driver. That's very true, man. It wasn't a lot of big differences. Like in the fuselage paint kit, it was pretty much the same. It was mostly the same. It was a few tiny differences. And then the tail part, which I already had a tail, but the tail was different than the new one. It just added the sharklets mainly and a few other things. I also figured out how to do the normal map to get the shiny engine, like the the tip of the engine where it's real shiny around the fans. I figured out how to get that because I used another livery and I stole it from them. But I don't want it. It doesn't look good on my livery specifically, so I took it back off. I did use the normal map for the wings and for the fuselage to give it a extra little bit of texture and PBR. It looks amazing, but it's gonna be dope. I'll definitely make sure it's available for you guys. I'll probably have to upload it to my Google Drive or something like that if you guys want to use it in the future. I think it'll be really cool. But again, I'll probably bring it out or probably do its first flight maybe tomorrow or Friday. It just depends. I might save it for Friday. We'll see how work goes this week. Sauce King negative. No, American Airlines did not get rid of this airplane. Not all of them. They got rid of a lot of them, but all of them were not yet retired until today. So. I'm gonna be honest, honestly, I didn't know anything about it until last night. I was like, crap, I wish I would have knew earlier. I wish I would have knew about it earlier, but I didn't realize it. I don't really follow aviation news that tightly to like be like on point. Like, hey, last American Airlines MD-80 is tomorrow. Like I would not have known that. I don't keep track of those kind of things. But yeah, pretty dope. Looking forward to showing you guys that livery. I've been trying to push Infinite Flight to add it, but we'll see. What else was I wanted to talk about? The Man Aviation channel, Infinite Flight C172 rework is coming out soon. Got any thoughts on that? I think it's much needed. I don't think a lot of people are gonna be excited about it, but I think it's much needed, and I do look forward to flying it. And I love this plane. I'm just like, I can't stop looking at it. These clouds are looking really good right now. These clouds. I didn't get a screenshot. What the heck am I thinking? Let's get some screenshots. Some thumbnail screenshots. Yes, Heavy Driver is correct. Once you get X-Plane 11, all the scenery is free. You just download as much of the scenery as your computer can handle. There's no yeah, and then there's add-on scenery. There's lots of free scenery out there and available for you.
Eastern 223 Squawk 2171.
What did you ask, actually? I didn't see that question. Okay, yeah. So, to answer your question, South King, when you buy X-Plane, yes, you get the entire globe. Is it full HD? No. It's all autogen. The basic autogen. So what we're flying over currently is X-Plane 11 autogen scenery. You can't see it because we're over the clouds, but yeah, all that right there is autogen. So basically, X-Plane uses some kind of information to say, hey, there's forest over here, let's draw a forest texture. There's desert over here, let's draw a desert texture. So it's not like, you're not gonna see the real city down there, but you'll see, it has all the real street maps. So like you'll see, like if you're flying over a city, you'll see a city. You'll see buildings, you'll see roads if it has it in real life. But as far as what it looks like, it's not the realistic way. And so a lot of people are asking, what's X-Plane Mobile gonna look like? This is what X-Plane Mobile is gonna look like, minus my add-on of MD-80 and the clouds. But yeah, this is what I assume. They haven't mentioned adding HD orthographic type imagery to X-Plane Mobile, which I highly doubt. So it's just going to be autogen. It's going to be autogen buildings, which doesn't look bad, honestly. Like, this doesn't look horrible from this altitude when I have no idea what this actually looks like in real life. But there's a lot of times when you'll fly over autogen in the middle of nowhere, and that's basically what it looks like, nothing. There's some areas that I've done Ortho 4XP in, and I'm like, man, I probably could have just not done it here because there's really nothing to look at. It's just dull, you know? Just a bunch of farmland and trees. But these clouds are looking really good right now. I don't know if we're flying over a storm or something. Speaking of storms, if that hurricane that went by Florida. Wow, actually it's still there. Wow. But hoping all your family's well. If anybody lives out there in the southeast, over there by Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, hope you guys are doing all right. We here in Texas, in Houston, know hurricanes way too well, and we know how bad it can be. So I'm hoping that you guys are weathering the storm very well. Okay, yeah, the other thing I wanted to talk about was hardware. So I've been kind of thinking about, I kind of want to get you guys' opinion on this. So I'm kind of maybe in the market for some upgrades to my actual flight sim setup, and not just flight sim, but my general setup in general. So it's been on my mind a little bit to maybe get some rudder pedals. There's a specific rudder pedal that goes with what I'm already using. So again, I'm using the Thrustmaster T16000 joystick and a throttle set. I did not get the rudder to come with it, but there is a rudder that comes with it, or that can go with it. And I've heard that it's not that bad. So I'm wondering if I should get that or something else. I'm also not trying to break the bank to get some rudder pedals. Rudder pedals have never been
And Kansas City Center, Spirit Wing 315, climbing flow 300, flow 30 south to southeast of Roberts.
Turn that way down.
Sounds
like a Spirit plane. Yeah, so there's a city right there.
2136.
But it doesn't look exactly like that. But so yeah, I've never really been thinking about getting rudder pedals. It's just never had them. So I don't really know what I'm missing. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what I get, it's going to be an upgrade to what I have because I've never had them. I want to make sure I get the right set because I don't want to have to buy another set in 2 years. I want to be able to use the same set for a while. I also want a set that I can trust. It has to make sure again, whenever it comes to buying anything for flight, it has to make sure it has to be diverse, because I don't only fly airliners. I fly GA, I fly fighter jets on DCS World, I fly helicopters, you know what I mean? So I have to make sure that it works with all those things. I can't just buy that's why I don't have a yoke. That's why I have a joystick, because it's diverse. I don't want to fly a helicopter with a yoke. I don't want to fly an F-18 with a yoke. So we'll be interested to see what you guys recommend as far as rudder pedals. And again, I'm just thought he said me. I don't know. I'm still not 100% that I even want one in the first place. I'm considering instead putting that same money towards getting a VR headset. I've been wanting one of those for a while, because pretty much every game that I spend the most time on, including X-Plane, DCS World, iRacing, all work very well. They're perfect games for VR. And I don't know how that would work for streaming. I don't know how I would stream VR, but I would definitely take an attempt at it. And I know that when I built my PC, I had VR in mind. I had VR and I had 4K in mind. I wanted to make sure that my PC was VR and compatible and 4K compatible. I don't have a 4K screen, so that doesn't do anything for me there. And I don't have VR, so it doesn't do anything for me there. So there's like still things to be like things in my computer that my computer can do. I just don't have the hardware for. And I've always wanted VR, and I'm thinking about getting it. As far as like my racing setup, I'm not trying to replace my wheel. I would like to get some new pedals with a clutch on it. Right now, my pedal only has a throttle and brake, and I kind of want to get some new pedals that have a clutch on it so that I can use the clutch pedal with it. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but I just don't know, you know, I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm also kind of thinking about getting a hammock for my patio outside. HD, I have the same rudder pedals that you have. I think you should stay with that. You have to spend money on the VR headset. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. But again, I think maybe you misunderstood. I don't have rudder pedals at all. Like I was saying that the throttle and joystick that I have, there's like a corresponding rudder that comes with them. I just didn't get it. Like the one I got, the pack where it's just the joystick and the throttle. I didn't get the 3-pack where it's the joystick, throttle, and the rudder pedal. I just got the one. So what I use for my rudder control is actually bootleg now, because my actual on the throttle there's like a little a thing that goes side to side, and I was using that for my rudder for a while, and now it broke. I don't know why. It just stopped working. It's I think it's a limitation of the actual hardware. Like it happens. I've seen online it happens to a lot of people, and most people have to like buy a whole new one. So anyways, I turned it off, and I'm using this little bitty, like, it's almost like an analog stick on my throttle that I use to control my rudder. Yeah, it's so unrealistic. And so that's what I'm using right now. What's up, Jacob? Good to see you, man. Deshaun Bowman, good to see you as well. So that's what I'm using. But and then on the ground, I'm using my joystick twist function to use for nose wheel steering. So I make it work. So I don't have rudder at all. But I don't know, I honestly, like, if I had to choose between a rudder pedal and the VR, I'm absolutely going VR all the way. I can always get a rudder pedal later on, but I definitely prefer VR because I can use that for more things. For the rudder pedal, I can only use for X-Plane, DCS World, and flying things. I should use my brake and acceleration and clutch as a rudder pedal. That could be a multi-use. So I've had issues. I have actually currently right now I have my throttle and brake from my racing setup plugged into my actual aircraft throttle. It's like a little plug I can plug it in. This is where you would usually plug in the rudder pedals. And for some reason, X-Plane is not really reading them so that I can use them as rudder pedals. So right now I'm using them as toe brakes. So like a right toe brake and a left toe brake is what I'm using them for right now, because I only have a gas and a throttle, and I don't have a brake and a throttle. So I don't know why. Maybe it's something else I need to do to make it work, but I don't know. Starley says VR is so much better. I think we all probably can agree on that for sure. Again, guys, now showcasing X-Plane 11 default scenery. We are in the middle of nowhere, and this is what it looks like on X-Plane. Where are we right now? We're over Missouri. And it looks like there's a few storms going into Illinois. We're 35 minutes out, guys. I'm glad that we're on the same page. You guys agree with VR over rudder pedals. I think I also looked at rudder pedals to see how much it costs. I was like, really? I'm really not trying to spend that kind of money on some rudder pedals. Honestly. IFMG, tu bebes agua? I have not drank the water. I have water. Is it Yotanes? Is it Tanis? Yotanes Agua, I think is how I say it. Thunder Gamer, good to see me. Welcome to the stream. Practicing our Spanish here. Oh yeah, the cockpit does look awesome. Take a look. Speaking of that, let's make a dope animation of our cockpit. Live. You are now watching Blue Arrow. Just kidding. I just like saying that. I like making cameras. I actually really enjoy it. I really enjoy making like cool videos for X-Plane where you can do really cool things with the camera. I'm gonna leave head shake on. We'll do 500 frames as my default. And we'll start it up here. Uh-oh. No, it's not what I want to do. Yes, this is how X-Plane mobile will look. This is my, I'm like 99% sure that is what X-Plane mobile will look like, because that's what X-Plane, like, why would it look any better than the desktop version? It wouldn't make any sense for them to add a really good looking ground textures to the mobile game and not have it on the full simulator. That wouldn't make any sense at all. Alright, we'll do that. And then we'll make another camera. Let me go this way. Yeah, something like this. Save. Alright. See what that looks like. Oh, that's dope. That's sexy. There will never be a cockpit like the MD-80 cockpit. Josva, what's up, man? What do you mean with VR? What are you trying to ask? Virtual reality, if you're asking what VR is. If that's what you're asking. I'm not sure what you're asking. I don't know, but VR has been something I've been wanting for a long time. I've been wanting VR for a very long time. I'm just wondering, I need to do some more research on it because I want to make sure, because it may be smart. It may be smart for me to just wait. To wait maybe a year, which sounds like a long time, I know, but maybe wait a year before I get VR. And the reason I say that, because technology is getting better and better, and maybe VR is not at the point where I can really enjoy it like I should. Like, I don't want to buy a VR headset and then next year the new VR headset comes out and I'm stuck. You know what I mean? I was like, well, crap, my VR headset's no longer compatible, or it's just crap. But I would love, like, a lot of these planes on X-Plane, like a lot of the planes I've been doing reviews for, it says that they're VR compatible, and I'm like, man, like, I wonder what this looks like in VR. The only time I've ever flown, honestly, the only time I've ever used VR for a simulator was in Orlando for Flight Sim Expo, when I got to play P3D and I got to play X-Plane in VR, and it looked pretty darn good. And Raven, I agree with you, man. When I first started doing Flight Sim, before I got my joystick set up, I was using a PlayStation 4 controller. This is what I used to use as a joystick. This exact same one. I have never bought a new controller. All my controllers, all my original PlayStation 4 controllers are still working, and this is the one that I used on my laptop, actually. On my MacBook Pro, I used to use this joystick for X-Plane. I used it for pretty much every PC game. X-Plane, I used it for iRacing for a while, which people would laugh at me if I told them that. Because on iRacing, there's like a whole thing on iRacing where it's like, they believe that people who drive with a PlayStation controller can't drive. But I made it all the way up to A class with the PS4 controller. This stupid bug. I think it's the light. I think the light attracts it. Jahordy, what's up, man? Welcome back. Are you hungry, IFMG? What is my opinion about the TFDI 717? Man, that is a great question, Zurich Spotter. I honestly don't know what that is. What is that? Like, for real, like, I would love to know more about what that is so I can have an opinion. Am I streaming Zebo tomorrow? It is not confirmed. It is not confirmed. Just keep your ears low to the ground. What is my opinion about the Peter Hagar A380? I don't know anything about that either. I don't know if he gave us frequency change yet.
And they're calling, where is your location?
I couldn't really hear him. I don't know if we've left his airspace yet. Let me check.
United 001. Heavy, say again your position. I didn't copy.
No, we haven't. So this is how I make my animations for my videos. I just do this right here. I'm doing good, man. Thanks for asking. The 717 add-on for FSX and P3D. Yeah, I don't know really anything about it because I don't really know any of the news when it comes to P3D. Only time I played P3D was at FS Expo on one of the exhibits. I never owned it. I had nothing against it, but I've never owned it. I've been X-Plane pretty much all the way. But I'm sure if it's coming out on an FSX and P3D, it's probably really freaking good. Because we know that a lot of the P3D aircraft have like some of the best detailed airliners. Raven, I still don't have that New Zealand scenery. I would actually love to go flying in New Zealand, but I still do not have that New Zealand scenery. If not, New Zealand will look just like this. Or similar. It'll be mountains and stuff. It'll be a little nicer, but unless I get my scenery in New Zealand, it's gonna look like this. Wow, you haven't gone back to school yet? Most of you guys I thought were back in school already. Can one of you guys post the Discord link, please? All right, so checking on ATC on VATSIM. We still have ATC in Kansas City Center. That's what we're hearing right now in the background. And then it looks like we have Chicago approach online. I don't know if they're gonna stay on. You never know. We're gonna descend when we descend and just see what happens. I think right now we're how far are we now? We are 26 minutes out. Let's go ahead and check on that, matter of fact. Let's check on our flight plan. Alright, we're flying a Trill. It says we're gonna be there at 11,000. Yeah, that's the next waypoint. Yeah, I don't know either, Raven, honestly. Did you download it from that torrent thing that we found? Because I completely uninstalled that torrent crap. Like, I was so upset at how long it was taking. I was like, there's no way I'm sitting through this. Like I said, it was gonna take like 3 days. I was like, yeah, alright, you're right. I got time for that, bruh. I need a view to just like chill on. Start school tomorrow. Yeah, out here where I live, they started school last week. Was it last week? Yeah, I think it was either last week or the week before. I think it was the week before last. Actually, they started. You saw a video already of somebody riding on the American Final MD-80? That's crazy. Like, that thing just landed.
American 116 Lipebar State Northeast Chicago Center offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Thank you for the ATC, man. Have a great day. Alright, we are free. We are now leaving Kansas City airspace. We'll switch back to Unicom on 228. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and get we'll get Chicago approach pre-tuned in. Let me find out what their frequency is. We're probably too far away. No, we're not. Yeah, so Chicago Center, no, Chicago approach is on the 119er. Right now we're too far away to talk to them, but it's gonna put it on standby so I can have it. They do have their ATIS. I can leave that. We can turn that on actually. I don't know if you can tune in nav 2 and nav 1 at the same time. I'm about to try it. Let's see. Because the ATIS is gonna be on 1354. Boom. Alright, we'll see if we can hear it when we get closer. I also don't know if loading scenery, getting hella glitches. Sheesh. But we'll see if it actually tunes into it. And to answer your question, Zulu, is X-Plane AI or multiplayer? Yes, it is both. The core game of X-Plane is only AI, or I shouldn't say AI, it's only single player. But there's add-ons that allow you to make it multiplayer. And yeah, we do have some ortho in the Chicago area, as well as a lot of scenery. So we may experience some glitches or some frame drops as we approach the area because X-Plane is loading it in the distance. I'll be pretty happy when we have to not look at this for a while. This is why I usually fly in areas that have the scenery. I just like having something to look at, you know? Can anybody help Zurich Spotter? He says as he downloaded Orbix scenery, not the global one, but he downloaded some Orbix scenery, but the scenery is not loading. Did you use their what's it called, Orbix Central or something like that? Because X-Plane now has the Orbix Central. I think they both got it. I think it works for both X-Plane and P3D. And it should take care of most of the work for you, so you don't have to worry about anything. You should be able to just basically plug and play. I don't know how the whole scenery thing works in P3D. On X-Plane 11, they have like a scenery.ini file where you have to order where your scenery goes, and it could be something to do with something else on top of your scenery. Maybe you need to uninstall something else to get it to work. Again, I'm not a P3D person, so I honestly can't help you. But that, I don't know. That's what I would do on X-Plane if I had a similar issue. Am I going to make a video next week? Yeah, I'll be streaming next week. That's the plan, unless anything comes up. But I've had a ton of issues with Orbix on X-Plane, man. Orbix, it is not even Orbix's fault anymore, because before Orbix had this horrible thing called FTX Central. But now they've updated to Orbix Central, or whatever it is called now, and it's working a lot better. But it's just, like, for me, most of the Orbix scenery that I have is the big regions. So it's just, I'm trying to figure out how to get that frame rate that I want, that's good enough, because it really hurts my frames pretty bad. But does anybody in chat who's familiar with P3D have a solution for Zurich Spotter? If not, honestly, bro, I hate to tell you this, but you might have to find like a P3D live stream. So maybe somebody could help you there. or check out the Orbix forums. All right, real quick, we're 19 minutes away. We should be descending probably. Yeah, let's just say it's about time for us to descend into Chicago now. We're 20 minutes out, 86 miles away. Nikki Game, what's up, man? Raven, you landed already? All right, let's go ahead and do our let's go ahead and descend here. I'm gonna descend down to 11,000 feet, and I cannot get rid of this stupid 400. There we go. And I go down into vertical speed mode. And we're actually gonna descend pretty quickly here. At about 28 feet, 2,800 feet per minute. And I don't know, I still don't really know if auto throttle is working. But I'm gonna pull the throttles back anyways, just in case. Nikki Gaming, good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. And slow down a little bit. Yeah, I think it's working. I'm not sure. We can put some speed brakes out if we need to. I don't know if we need to. I think we need to. It's all good, Jahordy, man. Raven, are you on VetSim or are you flying something? Are you on single player or something? You said you were ahead of me, but I could never see you. No problem, Zurich, man. Sorry we couldn't help you, man. Wish I could. Wish I knew everything. I love the white wings too. It's just kind of cool. Ah, Raven, you were on VadSim, but you disconnected, bro. Come on, come on. You're expert server pilot, bro. You can handle a little ATC. You got this, man. You got this, man. You're parked in Chicago. Sounds good, man. I'll meet you there. Yeah, bro. You could have did it, man. You could have did it. I believe in you, bro. I believe in you, bro. Alright, is ATC still there? Yeah, they're still there. Alright, so let me check on Navigraph here. You know, it's funny, the Zebo really does spoil you, man. It really does spoil you. You like having the iPad in there, the Avatab integration, all that kind of stuff. You ain't got that in this plane. Alright, so just as I thought, looking at the chart, you guys can't see it, but we need to be at Trio waypoint at 11,000 feet. And I need to see what the ATIS is. I feel like we should be close enough to hear it. We're still pretty far though. Yeah, we're like 100 miles away still. So it makes sense. Well, here's your practice right here, man. You could practice right here. So right now the goal is just to get to 11,000. I don't think we need these spoilers. We can take those away. Let's get a little cloudy up ahead. These clouds looking really puffy. Might have kicked me in my ATIS. Ah, that's funny. Okay, so looks like they're using runway 10 center or 10 center and 10 right. So we need to make an adjustment because we are set up to land on the 28 right side, and that is not where we're going now. So let me go find that really quick. How different? Oh, that's the opposite side of the airport. Okay. Okay. So 10 center and 10 right. So definitely probably going to get 10 right. ILS 10 right. Let's go ahead and make that adjustment in the FMC. Hopefully it doesn't break anything. Departure and arrivals. ILS 10 center. I guess Gibbons. I don't know. Which I was expecting. I was expecting to possibly get a different runway anyways, so that's why I want to double check before we got there. Let's go with Gibbons. Gibbons is a good waypoint for us to take. Clear. Alright, so execute that. Uh-oh. Over speeding apparently. Alright, let's go down to like 1,800 feet per minute. Alright, let's go and check on our flight plan here. I think our speed's under control for now. So it's a Trill, Henry, Rhino. Let's see if that's right. We need to go to Trill, Henry, Rhino, and then from Rhino, we need to go to our approach and not go to Georgia. Okay, Georgia's gonna take us to the other side there, to the other. Yeah, we don't want to go there. So I feel like honestly, this is the wrong approach or arrival for this side of the airport. Let's see. Landing Monks, then on track 093 to Tony. Monks. Where's Monks? This bug is really annoying me. Probably the same one from last time. We're descending, guys. Trying to prepare for our arrival here. We're not prepared, but we're descending into Chicago now. We need to slow down. That's what we need to do. Speed brakes are out. Gonna shallow our descent now. We are 25 miles out. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, there we go. There's that ortho I was waiting for. There we go. No more default X-plane scenery. Nice. Kevin Stover, what's up, man? Waiting for X-plane global, totally mobile sim kind of guy. Infinite flight forever, man. Well, that's great, bro. I'm hoping the best for that thing as well. I think we should let's see. 13, is it 134 or 135? 135.
Runway hold.
There it is, it's working.
Departures expect runways 9 right. 10 left from BD. 0093 feet away.
On the Gulf Cruise,
simultaneous parallel departure in use.
Hello, Chicago area.
Runway 4 left. 22 right closed. Taxiway M closed between taxiway M2 and taxiway M and taxiway T3 closed. Pilots use CTN for bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. Use caution for men and equip at numerous sites on the field. When ready to taxi, contact ground metering on frequency 119. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Oscar.
I'm here.
O'Hare International Airport 8 is information, Oscar 165.
So funny, they just contacted me on VADSIM, but I'm already on their frequency. What am I looking for? Chicago approach, American 116 inbound for landing, descending via the Trill arrival with Oscar.
American 116, Chicago approach, reset transponder. American 116, Chicago approach, reset transponder, squawk 3124, stay altitude 3124.
Sorry, say that transponder code one more time. 3 what?
3124 for American 116.
3124 for American 116. 3124. Alright, squawking 3124. Down 11,000.
American 116, stay altitude.
American 116, we're at 12,600 for 11,000.
116 radar contact 32 miles to the southwest of Aurora. Depart Turtle heading 360. ILS PRM 10 center approach.
Cool. Was that one more time? Sorry, can you repeat that one more time for American 116?
American 116 departs Turtle heading 360. Vectors for the ILS PRM runway 10 center approach.
All right, 360 from Turtle. Expecting ILS PRM 10 center, American 116. All right. Go ahead and put that heading in. I'm sorry, it's Fat Sim. It's hard to hear. All right, so heading 360 from Turtle. And we are 2 miles from Turtle. I don't think he gave us an altitude though. All right, there's Turtle. Switching to heading track, right? Are you switching to heading track? You're not switching to heading track. Oh God. Where are you going then? Let's see, nav off. How the heck do I go into heading mode? I might have to do this by hand. Oh shoot. Autopilot off. Oh crap. I seriously don't know how to go into heading mode. And that is not a joke. This is gonna make this very interesting. Because I can't see anything. Oh, you pull it out. I was trying to push it in. Thank you so much. You just saved my life, sir.
Approach American 22 Heavy, ready for taxi.
Alright, autopilot on.
American 22.
There it is. There it is. Yes. Thank you so much. Tim Hamilton saves the day. I was about to fly that whole thing by hand.
Taxi to
no kidding.
10 left at Delta Delta via Golf Bravo Alpha 10.
Wow, I was like, oh crap.
22 Heavy.
American 116 just to maintain 7,000.
Down to 7,000, American 116. Yeah, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this plane. This is like one of my first flights I've done with it in a while. Alright, altitude 7,000, descending via vertical speed mode. Heading 360, actually 359. Alright, there we go. And I want my speed down a bit more. I don't think my speed is actually working. Alright, I don't feel confident that my speed is
Headed
actually...
138, turn right, heading 20, the wind 020 at 7.
Are we descending? We are descending. About to go down below 10,000 feet. So let's turn the land lights on.
Ready for takeoff.
In the
and
suit.
That was turn right heading 020, United 138.
Alright, Tim, while I have you, how do I get speed mode to actually work? Do I have to use IAS mode?
Okay,
Or
clear for
does
takeoff.
speed select
Left, turn right
actually,
heading 138.
will that actually... Oh crap. Whoa, was I going?
Courage, United 710 Heavy with information Oscar, ready to taxi 10 miles.
I just realized that my speed was still sitting in Mach. I was going
United
Mach
710
point
Heavy, Chicago
something.
10 left at Delta, taxi via Alpha 1, Bravo, Alpha 10.
And we are speeding. I'm trying to slow down. He's like, why is this guy going so fast?
Taxi to 10.
Alright, speed select works, alright.
Alpha 1, Bravo, Alpha 10, Lima.
Alright, I have speed select selected, so we'll see what happens. I'm losing speed rapidly, which is good. We're also losing altitude rapidly, which is surprising that we're doing both at the same time. You might want to stick around for this landing. This will actually be my first landing in this plane in a year probably. Alright, ILS 10 PRM. Let's get that up. We need to be on frequency 108.95. Where is that actually? Is that up here? Yeah, up here. 108.95. Been on both sides.
American 80 Mike Delta, maintain 250 knots.
Speed 250 knots, American 80 Mike Delta.
Mayor, what up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's kill the music. And we'll focus on landing this plane. Already got enough stuff to worry about. Enough stuff to worry about. Flying an unfamiliar plane with ATC.
American 80 Mike Delta, turn right, heading 070, intercept 010 center localizer.
And in the clouds as well. Can't see a thing.
Heading 070 to the step localizer 10 center, American 80 Mike Delta.
We do finally have some ortho to fly over. Nice, check on our speed. I'll go slower. I'm back to about 225. And we're at 7,000, heading 360. Just as
American 80 Mike Delta, turn right, heading 110, intercept the localizer.
110 to intercept, American 80 Mike Delta.
At 138, Chicago departure radar contact the altitude.
Thank you, J Foe, for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Airway family, man.
United 138, please repeat that last part.
Appreciate that. All right, we should be getting the
138, Chicago departure radar contact
the vector, the final here in a second. Let's get slowed down even more.
United 138.
About to intercept the localizer.
At 138, say altitude.
Passing through 2,700 for 5,000.
MD-80 is great.
Mike Delta is 3 miles from
Alright, speed selected seems to be working now. So we've
at 7,000.
figured that out. The next thing to figure out is how to get the ILS. So I just click ILS. Do I click on VOR lock? Do I click on auto land? Like, which am I going to need to do when we get there?
American 80 Mike Delta, maintain 210 knots, forward radar.
210 knots, radar, American 80 Mike Delta.
At 138, turn right, direct basin, climb, maintain 11,000.
Alright, we can get rid of those.
Turn right, direct basin, climb and maintain.
Flying Dutchman, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream.
United 138.
American 116, turn right, heading 070, intercept runway 10 center localizer.
Right 07010 for 10 center localizer. American 116. 17 Alright, turning 070. Gonna go ahead and arm ILS. Is that working? No. VOR lock. Is that working? No.
American 80 Mike Delta, renewal speed.
CRS needs to be.
Assume lower speed, American 80 Mike Delta.
What up, HD?
American 116, 5 miles from Kyla, cross Kyla at 7,000, cleared ILS, PRM, runway 10 center approach.
Cross Kylar at 7,000, American 116. Clear for ILS 10 center approach. As soon as I figure out how to get the ILS working, I'm gonna do it manually. Okay, it says loc fail. It's been saying that since we took off. Why though? Why has my localizer been failed this entire flight? Should I hit nav mode? Is there a way to switch? Okay, there we go. I see some bars. Let's try it now. There it is, ILS. Okay, localizer track, ILS. And I hope it's working. It's turning. I don't know why you're turning that direction. No, pull out the heading mode. I don't know why the heck you're going that way. That ain't where we need to go. Alright, coming up on Kyler, he says 7,000. Going back to ILS.
Thank you very much, United 138.
Let's see if it works now. I am trying this for the first time again in over a year in this plane. This is not the
16, turn left heading 070, rejoin the localizer, you are still clear the approach.
Rejoin the localizer, 10 center. Clear for the approach, American 116.
American 89, radar
Alright,
contact,
go gear
14
down.
miles south of Aurora, fly heading 360 vectors for the ILS PRM runway 10 center, going to maintain 7,000 to the altitude.
I think we're good now. I'm gonna go flaps down a little bit.
Heading 360, 17, 7,000.
About to find out. About to find out if we're good or not.
89, heavy Roger, 17,
200
7,000
even. I'll go to 190. I'm gonna do a pretty slow approach because we don't know what the heck we're doing.
17, heading 360, American.
Yeah, I think it's working.
American 22 heavy, make that next left-hand turn onto Charlie, and hold short runway 10 left from Charlie.
Yeah, sorry about that. I passed Delta, but yeah, we'll join that Charlie now. American 22 Heavy.
I can't wait for that new voice codec to come through for VATSIM because this is it's so bad. Yes, sir. Flying Despin, we're on VATSIM.
American 80 Mike Delta, wind 0207, runway 10 center, clear to land.
Clear land 10 center, American 80 Mike Delta.
Ah, he's American 80. That's funny.
American 80 Mike Delta, caution wake turbulence, heavy departure parallel.
Other.
American 22
Actually, I think we dropped that gear a little too early.
Fly runway heading
We're still a ways out.
0207, runway 10 left from Charlie, cruise
We're
for
about 15 miles away. No,
Fly
about 10.
heading
Yeah, about 15. About 12 miles.
Runway
12 mile
10
final.
left, American 22.
I do not see the runway. I do see traffic on final. I do not see the runway. We're behind American 80 right now, which is the iconic final flight for the American MD-80.
American 89, and maintain 5,000.
It's dark too because, you know.
Maintain 5,000, American 89.
American 116, maintain 180 knots or greater till Ray.
180 knots or greater till Ray. American 116. Alright, gotta speed up. We got traffic behind us. I think I'm starting to see lights from the airport a little bit. Be a pretty fun approach, it looks like.
United 710 heavy, runway 10 left at Delta, line up and wave caution, wing turbulence.
Very nice, Tim.
10 left line from wave.
Well, thanks for watching, man.
Departing aircraft over just United 710 heavy.
It looks like we have a bit of a crosswind too, so that's gonna make things a little more interesting. Alright, let's do it in check. It is so dark.
American 80, Mike Delta, turn left when able.
I feel like we should turn up that light a little bit.
Big left on able, Alpha Takeoff, American 80 Mike Delta.
American 80, Mike Delta, turn left when able, left turn Papa, and stay your team.
Left turn Papa, and to the gate, American 80 Mike Delta.
I didn't know.
American 80, Mike Delta, negative. What is the gate? Say your gate number.
Alright, are we past Ray?
I don't really know, but I know it's going to be
passing
around
Ray
the
now.
Alpha 19 area.
Alright, I have visual,
the
guys.
intersection Alpha 19.
Alright, we're 1-0 center, guys. Don't forget. Not the other ones. A lot of runways here in Chicago. Make sure we land on the right one.
Climbing through 4,000.
10 center will be the second runway. That'll be this one right here. We have traffic on 10 left. Traffic crossing here. Taxiway 10 right is way over here. It's a real small short runway.
American 22.
We're landing 10 right. 10 center. Alright, passing Ray. Let's get this thing slowed down. It's so dark I can't see either.
Right, direct to peak, American 22.
Alright, flaps down.
American 116, caution wake turbulence, departing 787, runway 10 center, clear to land, wind 0207.
10 center, clear to land, American 116. Alright guys, it's all less.
Heavy climb, maintain 1550 now.
1,000.
Oh, why is the nose so far down?
15,000, American 22 heavy.
Wait, why are we going 200 and... Oh, no, we're not.
710 heavy fly, runway heading, wind 0207, runway 10 left, at south, before takeoff.
Fly runway heading 10 left, clear for takeoff, United 710 heavy.
American 80, Mike Delta, continue straight ahead, Papa, hold short, runway 10 left, at Echo Echo.
So Papa, left and hold short at Echo Echo.
Alright, so far the aircraft is flying on its own, so just letting you know that. Alright, it got a little brighter just now.
400.
American 89, descend to maintain 4,000.
300.
Alright, my controls.
Great. Descend to maintain 4,000, American 89.
200.
American 89, turn right, heading 070, intercept the runway 10 center, local.
Man, nose down.
Turn right, heading 070, ILS, 10 center, local 11, American 89 heavy.
Come on, put her down. There we go. Ooh. Okay, not all the way.
American 22.
The light float.
Speed, radar surface discriminated, frequency change approved, good night.
Not bad for my first landing in this thing in the year.
Speed and
reverse is green.
Number 1, American 22.
Take this exit right here.
American 116, turn left when able, left hand on the Papa, and stay parking.
Left to Papa, American 116, and any American gate is fine.
American 80, Mike Delta, cross runway 10 left at Echo Echo.
I said, I don't know where we are.
Cross 10 left at Echo Echo, hold short in November, American 80 Mike Delta.
American 116, turn left on the Papa, hold short of Charlie Charlie.
Left Papa, hold short Charlie Charlie, American 116. Where the heck is that?
United 710 Heavy Chicago departure radar contact, turn right heading 250, climb maintain 15,000, stay altitude.
Alright, this is Papa right here.
5,000.
I don't know where Charlie Charlie is though.
Up to 15,000 United 710 heavy.
Alright, flaps up.
American 89, turn right heading 110, intercept the runway 10 center, localizing.
Oops, too much.
Turn right, heading 110, American 89 heavy.
Ay, ay, ay.
89 Heavy, the OER report 1 o'clock, 15 miles, report safe.
Yeah, landing could have been worse, that's for sure. I don't know where Charlie Charlie is though. I know where Golf Golf is and Foxtrot Foxtrot. I guess it's gonna be beyond those two, so we'll just taxi this way until we get
710
there.
Heavy, turn right direct PQ.
Did I blow a tire on landing? Because it feels like it. Just trying to get on the line. Oh, I keep overcorrecting.
American 80 Mike Delta, taxi to the ramp via Echo Echo
No,
Bravo.
it's not broken.
Taxi to the ramp via Echo Bravo and Alpha 19 American 80 Mike Delta.
You hush. Alright. I just need to get on the line so that I can look at my chart and find out where Charlie is.
It's 710 heavy.
Can't wait to see that replay. Alright, so we're crossing Foxtrot now. After Foxtrot is Echo Echo. I don't know where Charlie is.
American 89, the O'Hare Airport, 12 o'clock, 10 miles per second.
No idea where Charlie is. Oh, it's the other. Oh my god, I went the wrong way. Crap.
Their border is in sight.
It's the opposite way. That's why he said left on Papa. I went right on Papa. Me, I gotta let him know.
Visual cross on the 10 center, American 89.
American 116 looks like you went the wrong way on Papa. That's fine. Continue straight ahead. Papa, left, Echo, Echo, Bravo, Alpha 19, cross runway 28 right on Echo, Echo.
Thank you. I was just about to call in about that. All right, left on Echo, Echo, cross 10 left. It's Papa, Papa, Charlie. I'm sorry, I didn't get all of that.
116, not a problem. Papa, Echo, Echo, Bravo, Alpha 19, cross runway 28 right at Echo, Echo.
8 right. Alright, Papa to Echo, Echo, Bravo to Alpha 19, cross 28 right at Echo, Echo, Echo. I think that's what he said. Something like that.
89, wind 020.
He's like, I think you got the gist. Alright, I think the Echo, Echo is going to be next left turn. I'm sorry, it's just... I'm trying to tab over. Usually I like to have the charts in front of me, but I'm not trying to tab over. See it. Echo, Echo is here. And then Bravo. He said the whole short two-way right at Echo, Echo. Which is here. So a whole short here. And yeah, it's funny because I was just about to call in and say, hey, so I went the wrong way. Welcome to Chicago, guys. MD-80's final flight before she retires.
89, radar contact lost.
747 at the ramp over there. It is dark as heck. Alright, I see Bravo now. Echo, Echo, there's Bravo. Alpha 19, I got you. Chicago approach, American 116, hold the short 28 right.
116, cross runway 28 right on Echo, Echo.
Crossing 28 right on Echo, Echo, American 116. Alright, we don't need the landing lights anymore, so we can turn those off. Doesn't help that there's a glare on my screen, so I can't see things. We go dim. Actually, we need to leave the landing lights on for Pat crosses the runway. After that, we can turn them off. Alright, so from here, we're going to make a left turn on Bravo, which would be the second left turn. Yeah, we went the wrong way. I was like, he was really clear about turning left on Papa. I was like, I don't know why. I thought he was saying left, exit the runway left onto Papa. That's what I thought he was saying. All right. Wing light, landing lights off. We can go to dim on the nose light. That's already set. Everything else will leave the same. Make a left here on Bravo. I see that's Yankee. Why does that say Yankee? Are these right? Oh, okay, I see. All right, we stay straight on Echo Echo on Bravo until we get to Alpha 19. I got you. All right, so I was, yeah. Because Alpha, what we're on now goes to Bravo. I think we're already on Bravo actually. These big airports are so confusing sometimes. Yeah, so we're on Echo Echo. Echo Echo changes right here. It converges to Bravo, which is this on the right. There's a plane underground. I'm not sure how he got down there. American 754. He's like a submarine. All right, this is Alpha 19. This scenery out here is by Nimbus. Did a really good job with Chicago. Actually, one of my favorite scenery packages for airports. I think they did a really good job. This came out late last year. And we'll take this one right here. Why not? Turn. And just in time because the wife is calling. So give me a second, guys. All right. Let me watch that again. I really wasn't paying attention. Oh crap! I did that. All right, here we go. Sorry about that, guys. You know when the wife calls, you guys to answer. I'm just down a little bit. Enjoy the engine sounds. I don't have a dope view set yet. I just want to do before a little bit. Far. Whatever, that's fine. Do flying. So how was I for my first landing at MD-80 in forever? We go runway 10 center. This side. I think we had a little bit of a late landing, didn't we? I don't know why. I don't know what I was doing, but we were nose down like the whole glide slope. Which was really weird. I really wasn't expecting it to be like that. Right there, I think is where I took control. Yet I was still kind of nose down attitude. Right here, you see me stalling, basically falling out of the sky. Very aggressive on that flare. And we kind of came down on the left wheel a bit, and even after we touched down, it felt like I was bouncing. Watch it again from an angle we can actually see the whole thing. That's too far, way too far. Thank you, Doja Hordy. Travis. How do you say your name? Is it Hordy? Just Hordy? I'm gonna fast forward this. Here we go. Yeah, we honestly first touched down on both wheels. I don't know what it was, but the right wing picked up a bit, had us on the left wheel. I was trying to correct, and I don't know, it felt a little unstable after touchdown. I'm not sure what caused it, but it wasn't that. Our feet per minute was 240, so it wasn't the lowest either, but. You can try watching it from like the bit more of a forward view here. Definitely wasn't pretty. Like that flare was ugly as heck. You see that right there? Kind of off to the side. You see me kicking rudder around. Definitely could have been worse. But hey, this plane's going to the junkyard anyway. They just need it back in one piece. Let's do wing view. A couple more views when we get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome to Chicago. And again, salute to American Airlines MD-80 being retired today. Definitely an iconic plane. I know I've been on this plane before, and definitely enjoyed my flights with it. Gonna miss this classic look.
50, 40, 30,
we bounced quite a bit. El Bapino, bringing the cheese and wine as usual. What up, man? Welcome back. Always good to have you. Bonjour. The wing was picked up because of the instability? Yeah, most likely. Alright, I don't really have any other views, like preset views to watch the replay from, unless I make one. I don't want to make one. So we watch it from Flyby one more time. Let me get out of here, guys. Again, thank you so much for flying with us today. Stay tuned for information on tomorrow's stream. I do plan on streaming. I don't know what I'll stream. I may do X-Plane, I may not. I might do X-Plane on Friday, but I kind of want to fit in some racing as well. This week is kind of like a wild card week. It's kind of a random week. We'll just see what I'm feeling like. I do have the new Blue Arrow 737 by Zevo livery coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Watch on Instagram, all that kind of stuff. One more look at it. Join Discord. Yeah, I actually might be doing some live streams through Discord, as Raven was mentioning earlier, because now that's a thing. But those will definitely be Discord exclusive, so definitely make sure you're on the Discord. And they'll probably like more like the unplugged type live streams where like I'm not talking, or you know what I mean, like it's just kind of like a chill session with some people, you know what I mean, like it's not gonna be like this, not gonna be fully produced. But anyways, man, that was fun. I really do enjoy this plane, and I need to fly it more often. I mean, yes, it's being retired by American Airlines, but it's still out there. I believe Allegiant still flies it. There's a few other airlines out there that fly it. Bro, we came flying, sorry, freaking bugs, flying off that runway pretty quick. But yeah, man, until next time, Kamani, Raven, shoutouts, Flying Dutchman, Cuevas, El Bapino, Zulu. Who else we got in here right now? IFMG Phoenix 1168. What's up, man? Good to see you. Long time no see. Yeah. Shenanigans. Going down on the list right now. Kamani's World. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. If you got something to say, if you want to give a shout out, say something right now. We out. Remember, you got 3 choices: give up, give in, or give it all. You got peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys next time, next video. I said that really fast, didn't I? Should I slow it down? Friendly Francisco, yo también. Thank you, thank you. Juju Prince. Muito obrigado. Gracias, muchas gracias. Merci beaucoup. Thank you guys so much very much. 3 choices: give up, give in, give it all. You got peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys next time, next video. Peace. Ciao.